I'm going to explain to you why content planning apps are not going to make you a better content creator. They are not going to help you make more money by getting more reach. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do if those are the things you are trying to achieve. My name's Ali, the content coach. I've built a number of businesses and brands. I tutored and mentored and coached a lot of people in my 2 decades of content management and building businesses. So let's unpack this stuff. So to do this, we're going to look at 2 things. The first thing is obviously the content itself. Once content creators or social media managers start using content creation tools, they then start to become obsessed with the volume of content they're putting out instead of the quality of the content. So this then comes down to the messaging. One piece of your content should be so powerful that it could replace typically 100 pieces of content on somebody else's feed. When someone lands on a piece of your content and they find value in it, and I'm going to break down what that might mean in a moment, they're then going to go to your feed and they're going to look through all the other pieces of your content. So all you need effectively is one piece of content that really connects to your ideal audience. Now let's go to the value part. The majority of content creators on this app that might have lots of followers but are not making any money are often the content creators who are having to do lives, who are dependent on subscriptions, who are dependent on virtual gifts in order to pay their bills and live their life. The reason why they have to keep doing that, which in a sense for me would be like having a boss, because you'd have to get up regularly every single day and do lives, which is quite draining. Apart from the fact that, one day you could have some money from lives or virtual gifts and one day you may not. What they haven't learned in all of this time is the value or the perceived value that people are looking for from them in their content to then endlessly scroll through their content and then connect with them on another level. So let me give you an example. If you have no strategy and you have no plan as to why you want to create content, having 10,000 followers so you can get in the creator fund is going to be pointless. Your RPM, so your rate per mil, will probably be very low at that point because your content has no strategy. If you don't really know what your content is about to get to the 10,000 followers, how on earth do you think the algorithm is going to know what your content is about? And if the algorithm doesn't know what your content is about, the audience or the potential audience on TikTok is not going to know what your content is about. The other problem a lot of content creators make on this app is that they have turned themselves into some kind of celebrity. Off of the app, nobody knows who they are. They have no connection commercially with the outside world. They haven't worked with any big brands, the majority of them. And the majority of them are just pushing now some TikTok shop affiliate products in the hope that they can earn enough commission from selling somebody else's products or services to make some money, when really they could be selling their own. The reason why they're not selling their own is because they do not understand what their content is about. Can you see this circle? Now, the big question I always ask people when they want mentoring by me, where I'm showing them effectively how to transform their content into cash flow that is not working for TikTok Shop, is not being affiliate for TikTok Shop, and is not sitting there begging for gifts on the leaderboard. Working for gifts on the leaderboard. Is this: why do you want to go viral? And the majority of the time, people cannot give me an answer. They do not know who they are about, which is very indicative of their content. If you don't know who you are, you don't know what you're about, that messaging comes through in your content. So first of all, in order to get past all of that and start creating content that people just want to binge watch because it is so valuable, you need to you need to follow a plan. Now, the 365 plan is something that I developed where I'm effectively teaching you what you need to do and making sure that you implement the steps. Now let's go back to the content planning apps. The content planning apps start to make people, I think, become very, very lazy because they're not thinking of that middle part of the content. It's like the filling of a sandwich. They've just got something nice, a nice like cover image to start their like their content, and then they've normally got some kind of a hook, to grab people in, and then maybe a couple of hashtags to direct the algorithm somewhere to their content. But the real substance of their content is completely missing. And that is why content apps are not a good idea, I think, because it makes content creators become lazy. But most importantly, it takes them further away from their goal, which is they want to be able to have a sustainable income, make enough money, so that they are able to scale their income instead of being locked in to some kind of schedule where they are having to go live every day and do all sorts of other things like that.